Probably one more sunrise like that tomorrow morning, then things take a bit of a turn for the weekend.
I know we've been talking about this storm for a while now, but the good news is that each day we've been talking about it, the outlook has been getting better. So it's not going to be a great start to the weekend, no matter which way you put it, but it's better than it could be, which is always a promising way to look at things. But today, though, honestly, best day of the week. Really, really nice there. Felt more like mid-September than late November. Got into the 60s in some places in New Hampshire today, otherwise upper 50s here in Maine. And we're going to get another shot at some 60s possible on the southern coast tomorrow. And then things are going to take a turn for the weekend. I'll get to that in just a second. But for today, we had plenty of sunshine. High pressure has been in control for the past couple of days, so we haven't seen much in terms of precipitation. And it's going to allow us to be a little bit warmer both during the day and overnight. So temperatures overnight going to get into the upper 20s to mid 30s. Most of us, especially along the coast, are going to be above freezing as opposed to below. And then as we get into the weekend, we'll start to see a dip of those temperatures coming after our system that moves through for Saturday. So I mentioned we'll get another chance of the 60s. I think especially the southern coast is where we'll see the best chance of that. Otherwise, most of us getting into the low to mid 50s, which is still above average for this time of year compared to earlier this week where we were resoundingly below average. So here's the system that we've been talking about for really the past couple of days, and it has to do with how this cold front here is going to interact with a coastal system to our south. And then behind that system, our flow is going to turn out of the north, and after this system moves through, then we're going to get much colder air returning to Maine. So now each day we've talked about this, what's called phasing, where the cold front that's coming in from Canada is going to interact with the coastal system, has gotten farther and farther offshore, which is good news for us, because that means for most of us, we're really just going to get the rain from the cold front, and this coastal system is going to remain offshore. We could see some extra showers in down East Maine, but the rain totals each day have decreased as this system has stayed more towards the ocean. And then behind the system, when the cold air moves in, we could get a couple of wraparound snow showers coming into the mountains on Sunday. So in terms of rainfall, I think most of us are going to see about a ½ inch to an inch of rain, the most rain what we would see in down East Maine. But because that system is going to be farther offshore, it does allow some more cold air to come in, which could give us about an inch or two of snow up in the northern mountains. So marine forecast, we're going to have some gusty winds when that system goes through, so we will have a gale watch in effect for Saturday. So here's a look at our 7-day forecast. If you didn't get a chance to get outside today, I would recommend tomorrow. Still going to be warm, but a little bit on the breezy side and cloudier than we had today. Saturday is when that system's going to move through. Still a rainy day for much of Saturday, but overall better than we were talking about earlier this week. And then Sunday, things clear up, but the wind returns, and so does the cold, Zach.
And then all eyes are on whatever that storm is Tuesday into Wednesday. We'll keep an eye on it.
Absolutely.